Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ETS2. Thank you very much for the previous episode. Seems like a lot of people like the truck, like this new truck that we have. Yeah, we bought the MAN TGX 2010 by XBS. I must say, I'm really liking it so far. So many different accessories, as you can see. Really lively. It's a very animated truck. Even has a crane here in the middle. So right now we are in Heilbronn still. This is where we ended in the previous episode. And I found a job that is going to bring a tanker in. A diesel 26 tons to Wiesbaden, which is perfect because this is one of the new areas in ProMods 2.20. We've been here in one of the streams, but I don't think we've been here in the main series yet, here in this series. And I found out that there's an option to... Originally it was this one, the normal trailer fuel tanker, but apparently there's a customization option to make it a tandem setup to be compatible with our truck, and so that's perfect. Yeah, very good. Hopefully all the things, all the trailers are like that, have their corresponding BDF setups. Right, so that's 26 tons heavy cargo, full on, ready for that. That's perfect. Let's get going. And thanks, by the way, for the comments, guys. Seems like a couple of people noticed that there there have been like frame drops and flickering. Hopefully it's much better now. I think it is much smoother. So I had to remove the traffic density mod in the meantime because it was getting so laggy. And I think it had something to do with the autumn mod. Normally it doesn't cause lag, but I think on top of everything, all the graphic settings and all the tweaks, the autumn mod improves the tree foliage, and I think adds a couple of like shadow effects to the trees because the trees are more how do you say, flaky. I'm not sure how I can explain it, but because of that, it needs more details in the shadows, and I think that overall causes a performance drop for me. So I had to tone down the traffic so it would not be so much of a mess in terms of frame rates. I had to turn down some of the settings. Is this gonna... Oh, that actually fit. Perfect. So if you look at the graphics quickly here, I know a lot of people have been asking about my graphics settings. I'm at 200% using anti-aliasing, no NVIDIA inspector tweaks, alright? Because that messes up with the exposure adjustment, and it messes up foggy weather skyboxes. So I have everything in high settings except for mirrors, which I have at medium. Mirror distance, that is. Anisotropic filtering is full. Normal maps, yeah, that's how it is currently. Before I had something like ultra on shadow quality. I toned it down to high in the meantime to help with the frame rates. So hopefully that improves things and doesn't sacrifice graphics as much. Well, I think graphics is still okay, still pretty good actually. So hopefully that works. Alright, so now we have a tanker behind us, BDF setup, and I removed the advanced parking in the meantime so we don't waste too much time when we park. It's more of the simplified parking for doubles is what it will ask us to park in. Let me have a look at the trailer. I'm trying to have a look at it. It won't let me. Yeah, it's like it's zooming in like that. What the heck? Okay, but I'll take a photo in a minute. That's looking good. That's looking good. That's looking pretty complicated. And before we get started, let's check the route. It's gonna be 154. Okay, it's gonna be a short ride, but I think we can go and pass over Mainz in the meantime instead of going directly to Wiesbaden. We've been to Mannheim before. It's going through 567. Maybe let's go through here. Yes. And then let's go through here. That's perfect. And then go through there. Okay. The game is absolutely not having it. Like, doesn't even recognize that I can go through here. Okay, wait a minute. Alright, there we go. There we go. So it wants me to make a U-turn there somewhere, somehow. Somehow I don't think that's possible, but okay, that one. Okay, that's the same as this one. Anyway, we'll play it by ear when we get there. I kind of remember that spot when I drove through there in the stream a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month ago. I don't know. It's been a while. Whoa, bro, give me some space. Thank you. Okay, good. Yeah, I really can't look at the back of the trailer. Maybe in photo mode I can do it at least. Anyway, we're on our way. Got a couple of suggestions as well for the truck. Probably will integrate that after the job or when we get to a mechanic. Like removing the stone guard, changing the Vanderbaum hanging thing, replacing the truck because it kind of clips through the dash. I didn't notice. Thanks for noticing that, Yash. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But so far I am really liking the truck. The only thing I would like to improve is the sound, so I'm still open for any sound suggestions you might have. I remember Madster's MAN had pretty good sounds. Does anyone know if it's possible to maybe some kind of like reuse those sounds? I don't know how. If I enable Madster's MAN and then if I put this on top, would that work? I have my doubts, but I don't know. Maybe it will, because Madster's MAN TGX is modifying the default SCS, right? And this one is its own truck, but I think when it comes to the sound files, it is working as well. I mean, it is using the default ones, so hopefully that works. But maybe I'll try it eventually. But if anyone has tried it in the meantime, let me know, okay? Oh, nice plaza with like smoke in the middle. This is what I'm saying, that one. So you can see the shadow. Instead of just one block of shadow for the tree, it needs to be pretty detailed because the leaves are falling off, so there's like holes in between. And I don't know, it might be a more complicated thing to render. Don't really know these technical things, but maybe, right? Maybe I can stay here on the right. Although there is a car. Okay, good. Because this is also left turn. This is probably better for trucks. And it's raining. For sure that won't be helping our frame rate. I probably will change this sun visor as well, because it kind of limits our vision too much. Okay. Yeah, that should be good enough. Good. And yeah, I'm trying to catch up on ETS2 videos because I'm sure a couple of people have been waiting for it. In the past few weeks, there was a starvation of ETS2 episodes. So I had to survive with like only 3 episodes a week. Sorry about that. Yeah, I really couldn't manage being out for 3 weeks and only having 1 week to record everything. Okay, I think we turn on our lights as well. But yeah, I think the frame rates are much better. I think it's also mainly because I removed SIP's traffic density mod. That really lags the game a lot because you have more traffic AI vehicles on the road, which is going to be intensive not only for the graphics, the rendering, but also the CPU, because you have to calculate the AI, the physics. Although admittedly AI doesn't really have so many physics elements in them. Like they just float around. They just give the illusion that they're driving, but they're actually just floating on top of the road. They don't get affected by uphills or anything. Although that statement might not be so true, because I remember sometimes when you're going up a hill, if there's a truck ahead of you, depending on the truck and depending on its load, it would sometimes go very slow. So maybe it's not affected by physics per se, but it is affected by, it does slow down on uphills. So in a way, it mimics physics. So I guess that's good enough in the meantime. Yeah, I guess so. Right, we are turning right, it seems. Let me slow down here, because I am kind of afraid of this. It might be a bit too sharp. Not really. Yeah, I still don't know how to gauge if a junction will be a bit sharp and have to brake, or if I can just cruise and just cruise along and maintain my speed. It's it's a delicate balance, I would say. And yes, I noticed the amount of traffic isn't that bad. I'm still seeing a lot of vehicles on the road. Actually, I think this is the perfect balance. The traffic density might be a bit too much, so I think we'll be keeping this kind of setup. Also, I'm not sure, do you prefer early autumn or late autumn? This is early autumn, but depending on where you are in the world, I guess in some areas it is kind of late autumn already, as early as now, middle of October. Yeah, it might be. Wouldn't be surprised. I hope the rain ends soon, because I want to take a photo. Oh, that's pretty nice. Are we on 12th gear? Yeah, we're on 12th gear. 12th gear, but almost 80 kilometers per hour. So the revs are going pretty high. 1500. Let me have a look. How am I doing in terms of how do you say, mileage, fuel economy? Let's have a look. 53.9. That's not so good, is it? Anyway, as we get more mileage, that should even out a bit more, I think. So let's just keep it for now. And as always, if the engine is too loud, let me know, right? Or if it's too soft. I doubt it's too soft. Yeah, let me know anyway. So anyway, what else? I might be able to tell some stories about my trip. Let me think. China. Let's start with China. So I did mention already the week I had in China, and the initial shock of having everything blocked, all Google, all YouTube. So yeah, so sorry again for my delay in comment and replying during that week. But yeah, it was a bit what the heck was that? That sound was, I heard that sound when we first turned on the engine. But I mean, why would we hear it in the middle of the road after a bump? Malfunction or something? Damage is 1%, so there shouldn't be any engine malfunction. Maybe it's a factory defect, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So far I seem to be still moving pretty fine, so that's good. Alright, let's keep it there. Fuel economy is improving a lot, that's good. Let's just drive on through. So yeah, in China, that shock, but after a while I tried using the VPN apps, slow down. Okay, I think we can go. Good. Let me go back to my screen so I can see the cruise control setup. Increase it a bit. There we go. Let's stick it to 80. Keep it at 80. Yeah, and China is pretty nice. I mean, I was only in one place. China is humongous, and I was only in Guangzhou, so I can't say about everything else. But Guangzhou was pretty nice. They say at certain times. Wait a minute, huh? Let me slow down here because this is getting a bit scary. They say at certain times it does get pretty smoggy, like the pollution. You can see the pollution depending on the season. But when we were there, I think it was summer, so it was pretty hot. It felt like you were in a basement parking, that kind of hot, that kind of heat. And the good thing though is there was no, you could barely see the smoke, so it wasn't really that dirty looking. It just felt like fog sometimes, so that's good, that's good. And yeah, almost everything was there. I could find almost everything, all kinds of cuisines. Of course, the Chinese food was awesome, pretty spicy food, which thankfully I am pretty used to because I'm from Singapore. And what else? Well, I mainly stayed in the city center, so I didn't really get to see the real countryside. But yeah, the city itself was pretty nice. The hotel I stayed in was really good. I mean, it was like one of the best hotels I've stayed in, and it was pretty cheap. It was pretty affordable considering the quality of the hotel. It's like had automatic curtains, automatic like toilets, flush, bidets and everything. All the fancy things you could think of, it included. Whoa, okay. What was that hiccup? Alright, we're getting to Mainz. Okay, good, it's fine. Right. So yeah, the hotel was pretty nice. The breakfast was good as well. There was Starbucks. One thing though that my European counterparts told me is because my bosses who came with me in the trip is from Italy, and being from Italy, he's pretty accustomed to good coffee, right? And then one thing he said is that in China, the coffee isn't really that good. I mean, to be fair, he has pretty high standards. I mean, coming from Italy and all. So maybe it's not that bad for normal people, but maybe for an Italian it is. So what he said was he would actually go to Starbucks. That is like the best coffee he could get in China. For sure there are some specialty coffees around. I mean, specialty coffee shops, but I guess on average maybe that's the concession, because maybe coffee is not such a big thing in China. For sure tea is more of a bigger thing. But yeah, coffee not so much so that he would resort buying in Starbucks. And he says like Starbucks is like a last resort because, I mean, the taste is pretty standard, but you don't really get like an authentic, freshly brewed cup of coffee. At least not in his standards. For me, it's pretty nice. It's not the best. Starbucks coffee is not the best, but it's good enough. I mean, keeps you awake, gives you a bit of a jolt in the morning. Perfect to start the morning, so I'm not complaining. Now, the question is, how the heck do we turn around? Maybe I can turn around here. Make this as a U-turn slot. I'm not sure if we'll manage, but we will try. Let's turn on our hazards. Yeah. Hazard lights. It's a pretty nice trailer, like a trailer office. Good. Might be an illegal U-turn, but who's checking? Oh crap, we're in Germany. Someone is checking probably. Okay, good. Now I turn right. Methinks. Also, thanks a lot to Chris94. So Chris sent me an email, gave me a beta copy of Scandinavia 0.3, the new version, I think. So I'll probably test it out one of these days. Maybe we should go back there, huh? I'm wondering how I can squeeze it in. I could show it during the stream maybe, or I could show it in one of the Trucker for Hire episodes, or even here in the main series. Yeah, maybe what we can do, since right now we're going north, we're coming from South Germany, we're going north. Maybe we can go north all the way to Denmark, and then rest of Scandinavia. That could be a plan, and then I could check out Chris's updates to the Scandinavia mod in the process. Yeah, I think we'll stick with that. That might be a good plan. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, see, I'm getting these beeps, malfunctions, factory defects and such and whatnot. My engine isn't dying though, but I'm getting that beep. If anyone knows about this truck, what is that beep all about? I only hear it when I'm opening the electronics. So, are electronics turning off and then turning on? Something? I don't know. Okay, making a U-turn here, probably not the safest thing, but the map is saying do it. The GPS is saying do it. There's not even an aisle here. What the heck? Let me probably do it there at the traffic light at least. Get a bit more space in. Although admittedly we'll be consuming both lanes. We'll be blocking both lanes and we'll be oh man, I am not liking the look of this. Okay, I think we're gonna make it. Yes, we can. Nice. Awesome. I love that steering axle at the back. I remember going through this exact U-turn in a different truck in one of our Clumsy trucking streams, and I remember I wasn't able to make that turn. It might be this steering axle at the back that made the difference in this case. So here, I guess we wait a minute. I guess I go straight and then I turn right. Yeah, that looks like it. Because although the GPS is saying go there, I think that's making me go back. Okay, good. Good. Rhine. River Rhine. Cool. I miss Germany already. Okay, now the question is, how do I take a photo? Maybe I can take a photo here. Let's see. Let's hope it works. It is a beautiful bridge, although the weather not the best, but I think we can manage. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. From here, I think we could do something about it. Yeah, remove the blur. Let's see. Yeah, that looks awesome. Could actually maybe go from here. No, that would be a shame. I mean, that would be a shame. Not being able to show off the truck. I would like to show off the crane actually, but how the heck do I do that? Let's go for a narrow field of view. I think that works. Shows off the lights pretty well and the shape and the thingies. But if I go on this side, I think that's even better, huh? I think that's even better. In the glow, that natural subtle glow, I like it. So realistic looking. Perfect. Maybe I can find some skins in the meantime for those trailers, for those BDF trailers. Okay, good. Let me see, where are we going? Turning right here. Good. Okay, Wiesbaden. Perfect. So the GPS is kind of confused. I think it's mainly because of the waypoints that we have. Let me try and remove those. Yeah, it didn't even recognize. Oh, what the crap. I actually missed that. Whoops, okay. You guys probably noticed, but fine. Fine. It's not like we need any more hiring agencies or truck dealers. But it just gets pretty annoying that you don't have that unlocked. Is the rain? Has the rain stopped? No, not yet. By the way, Kirill, I saw, is working really hard on the new foggy weather version. It's one step closer to release and has a lot more to offer. I'm really excited to try out the new version. Hopefully it releases soon. But yes, for sure I'll let you guys know as soon as I get access to it. And I think our giveaway winners, remember we drew like 10 winners? Oh, this is a new plan, boss. We drew 10 winners of foggy weather a few weeks ago before I went out. I think they have access now, so I think they're enjoying foggy weather now in their ETS2 and even ATS. So let me guys know if how you're enjoying the mod for those who have a copy, and for those who don't have it yet, no problem. It should be available eventually. Of course, release dates are not a thing. It's going to be, it's out when it's out. It's ready when it's ready, right? It's the motto of our modders, because they prefer quality over getting pressured over time, which is something I can definitely agree with. Okay, this one is getting a bit tight. Why the heck would you guys park there? It's not the widest road ever, and you parking on that side, it's not helping much, is it? Okay, let's see. Now, where the heck do you want me to park this one? There, okay. And the back is let me see. So I guess you just want it straight. Yeah, the back is here nearer to us, so you just want it straight. Yeah, so I did remove the advanced parking in the meantime, so we can save some time. Hopefully we can save some time, but even with this kind of parking, it's a bit tricky. It looks easy, but it still is a bit tricky. So let's see how we can manage this. We might have to go straight and then reverse this. Or maybe we can make it work. Oh, we can make it work. That's pretty easy. That was pretty easy. Not the straightest, but we're all within the borders. Cool. Yeah. Because as much as I would love to reverse this advanced style, it really doesn't help the video that much. Like, you guys would have to endure that, so maybe I just do that during the streams. Yeah. Anyway, we have a lot of time, we're early, we might as well go and configure some more. Where is the... okay, let's go here. Let's go and configure our truck. Try to incorporate your recommendations. Hopefully I don't miss anything, but if I do, don't worry. Just comment it out again and we'll apply it the next time. Anyway, let's go. Oh, let me actually check out. And it finally stopped raining after we delivered. Let me try and raise the back axle. Does it work? Yes, it does. Awesome. Beautiful. Alright, let's do that. Let's save up on some tire wear. Some simulated tire wear. Good. Good? Yes, we're good. What time is it anyway? It is now 6 p.m. And yeah, we have to sleep soon because autumn. Earlier sunsets. Look at these guys. They're waiting for someone to... they're probably on a stakeout or something. Maybe there's like a bad guy in there. They're waiting for a move. Right? No train? No train. Good. So yeah, let me know if you prefer early or late autumn, or if you do not prefer autumn at all. I can always remove it. Because based on the current frame rate, the graphics quality, I'm not sure if everyone's fine with it. I mean, personally for me it looks good. It might be a bit more laggy than usual, but not too much. But I don't know what you guys prefer. If you like something else. So let me know in the comments, alright? Nice bike lane. I don't think we have any bikers though. In China, by the way, bikes are really a thing. Everyone bikes in China. And those bike rental apps are pretty common nowadays. I'm not sure if you also have it in Europe and other places, but in Singapore as well, we have it. Where you have an app, and your app has like a map, and you would be able to locate all the bikes that are available for rent. And then you would go to that bike, you would scan the QR code, and you're renting it. So it's all high tech now. You can even reserve it for a couple of minutes. So if you're planning to walk there, the bike won't suddenly disappear and suddenly be rented by someone else. So you can reserve it. So in China, they have so many different companies like O-Bike, Mobike, something bike, all kinds of colors. And it's convenient because you don't have to worry about your bike anymore. You don't even have to buy your own bike. Just rent something, park it, lock it, and it's good to go for the next one. That's pretty convenient. It's actually a very good concept, and it encourages it's a green friendly initiative, you know. Encourages you to drive less and bike more, like more exercise, you know, things like that. Only thing is it's kind of hot. I mean, in Singapore it's very hot, so like imagine middle of the day, the sun is shining, it's super hot, and I would have reservations on biking, on taking a bike to go around because of the weather. So if there were like sheds, then that would be nice, but most probably there wouldn't. So that's the deal breaker for me, the heat. At night it's much more feasible. Okay, I'm okay with the paint. The accessories is what we want to change. We remove the stone guard for better visibility, yes. And I change this one because as much as I like it, kind of is a bit too much. I think that one is a bit more subtle. Yeah, that one is a bit more subtle compared to that one, and we see a lot more of the screen area, I think. Yeah, that should be much better. Let's keep that. Yeah, and no more stone guard, so we see even more. Yeah, so more windshield visibility. Okay, good. Here, no, that's okay. Okay, let's replace this with something hanging. You guys want a minion? Probably not. Or we could go with the Death Star, since have you guys seen the new trailer for Star Wars Last Jedi? Man, I'm so hyped. December. It's coming out December, right? So in line with that, let's go with the Death Star. That one, Death Star 1. Yeah. That goes well with the theme as well. Why do I have a Neko cat here? Neko cat is Japanese, I think. Neko is Japanese for cat, I believe. But fine, it kind of looks good. The truck will have to go because it's clipping. So I'll have to replace it with something else. How about a Michelin figure? No, that looks a bit too simple. How about another Star Wars reference? To build the hype even more. How about a BB-8 thingy? Let's see. We have a BB-8. BB-8. We do. Oh man. Let's go with that. Let's go with the BB-8. Yeah. Star Wars hype is real. Perfect. Alright. MAN emblem. I would actually want some telepass devices in there. Like that one. That makes it more truck-like, and maybe we can have the emblem over here. Hopefully it doesn't light up so much because it would block the view. How would it look from outside? Maybe we don't need it, huh? That kind of emblem. Because that lights up, I'm sure. I saw that lighting up. And we already have that thing at the back, so maybe we don't need this anymore. It's a bit too much. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's 963. Yeah, that's something we can afford, no problem. Beacons still there. We don't really need a spoiler. We can, but I guess it's kind of out of place. It's only for box trailers. So let's keep it flat. I think I'm happy with that. Let me guys know if I missed anything, alright? Could we change the Garmin GPS? Could we have a GPS here? That's the main question. I remember we cannot have it. Oh, and I should have that, yeah, that Clumsy Geek and Foggy Weather thing. Is this? Does it? It kind of clips though, doesn't it? So maybe we keep it somewhere here. Yes, okay. Let's do this. NecoCat, you remove Foggy Weather. Clumsy and Coffee, that is facing the wrong way, crap. How about here? That kind of is not as well. Okay, that one works, I think. Yeah, that one works. And then let's keep the Neko. I don't want to remove it completely. I'm not sure why, but it kind of just is a bit catchy. So let's have it face that way. Okay. Or maybe here. Maybe here is okay. Yeah, maybe there is okay. So they're not lonely. They're right next to each other. Yeah, let's keep it that way. Good. What else? Is there like a coffee maker? Coffee mug? I'm not really into a coffee mug. I want a coffee maker. There's nothing else. Oh, coffee maker. There we go. Perfect. Yes. Some coffee, some Coke Zero, and some fancy stuff there. Oh, I forgot my backpack. You guys didn't remind me about my backpack. Never leave home without it. Perfect. Okay, nice. I'm happy now. Hopefully that doesn't make my system lag even more, but I think it will. We'll see though. And you guys told me, Cobble told me, schwer transport means heavy cargo or something like that. Right? I think I remember it nice. Perfectly. See, that sound is when you turn on the electronics. So why would you hear it in the middle of the road when you have everything turned on? I don't know, it's weird. Oh, actually BB-8 is a compass, look at that. Yeah, it's a compass. Oh, that is so well made. I love it. That's perfect. And the Death Star just hanging in there. Awesome. So let's park up here. And see you guys in the next episode. We're going to make our way back to Denmark to check out Chris94's Scandinavia mod. I love that engine off sound. Now that's interesting. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's a bit shorter than usual, but I think it's quality over quantity. And as always, foggy weather sky. Good. I think we should sleep as well. 6 p.m. It's a bit too early. It's a bit too much in the middle. Let's try. Let's try it. I'm going to wake up in the middle of the day, of course. Okay, that's even worse. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. You know what? Oh, nice. Look at that. I want to test something. Test with full lights. Bam. Yeah. That looks pretty cool. Legit. Okay, I'm happy now. Okay guys, sound engine mod recommendations, let me know in the comments below, as well as any other comments you might have. But in the meantime, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you for watching, and if you did like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. In the meantime, this is the Clumsy Geek signing off. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Looking forward to it. Thanks, and bye-bye.